Coast, and we are here at Reading Festival. We met Drew at one of our shows in LA. We played a show at a venue called the Music Box, and she came to the show and she came backstage, and she was like just the most genuinely like nicest down-to-earth person, and we were like drinking champagne and like talking and stuff. And then MTV in America does this thing called Super Video, where they basically pair celebrities to a song and they make this video, because MTV doesn't really play videos anymore. So they do this thing, and like somehow Drew Barrymore, like the guy who's like in charge of the program, like found out that we knew Drew Barrymore and that she was a fan, and he wrote to her and she was super down to do it. And it just like, it happened like really quickly, and everything came together really, really well. And she's just like the nicest person, and we're so thankful to like have had her done that. So hopefully, there's not really any like plan or anything. Like her and I have become sort of friends like since then, which is like the coolest thing to me, that I like am friends with Drew Barrymore, because she's like obviously Drew Barrymore. So, but yeah, I mean, we would love to do something with her, you know, in the future. The next record is in the very beginning stages. Like I've just written a lot of like demos and stuff and started sending them to Bob and kind of like trying to weed out the bad ones and sort of figure out what we want to do. The plan is to start recording in October. I don't know where we're going to do it yet or who we're going to do it with. It's still very kind of up in the air, but I want it to be really like pretty different than the first record. Like I want to keep a lot of the simple pop sensibilities, but add some other influences, like a lot of like old school country music and stuff. And we want to try and put a lot of like slide guitar and stuff like that, but keep it sort of that like fun, upbeat, like pop punk sort of style. So I really want that song to be on the album. That was a song that Bob and I recorded thinking that it was going to get used for something, and then it didn't end up getting used. And it was one of those songs that like when I heard it, I was like, this needs to be saved for a record. And I wanted to just kind of like, our fans online are just like, you know, our fans in real life too are just like the sweetest, most excited people. So I wanted to kind of like give them something new that isn't exactly like every other West Coast song they've heard. It's kind of like slower, and it's got more of like a ballady kind of country-ish vibe. But yeah, I just wanted people to kind of like hear the evolution of West Coast in a way like that. And so hopefully we'll get to re-record it and like do some other stuff on it. I don't think so. I think I'm always gonna love cats, and I'm always gonna probably like talk about them and like post YouTube videos of them on my Twitter and stuff. But I kind of want the next record to be a little bit more serious, less cat and weed and boy involved. You know, he is like a total diva lately. Like every time I'm home, he's just like meowing all the time, and it's just like, you know, I think it's like he psychologically knows that people are kind of obsessed with him. But the doll doesn't really look anything like him. Like we couldn't find a super fluffy doll, so we just found this one and used it. But it's funny because people love that cat. Like people are so excited to be able to like own a stuffed animal that vaguely looks like Snacks the cat. So